Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And this is The Legend of Korra, Season 4, Episode number 4 that we're checking out today.
Yep.
Are you ready to get to it?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So Tenzin tasks Jinora, Iki, and Milo with finding the Avatar.
Milo. Got his game face on.
Mm-hmm.
Will the Airbender kids find the Avatar and help her return to action?
Find out now.
Grandpa Aang and his friends were around our age when they traveled the world.
At least I won't have to worry about you starving out there.
Mom, we're going to be in the wild. We don't need your food.
Oh! Little lemur bat was like...
I guess we're not officially on the road yet. This one is smudged. I can't eat this.
Good luck and be careful. Remember, Jinora's in charge.
I answer to no man.
Pepper, yip yip.
They'll be fine.
Finally! I've been holding my pee for an hour.
If you get through to Korra, tell her I said hi. Do you feel anything yet? What's taking so long?
Iki,
Oh my God.
I can't concentrate if you keep talking.
While you try to pull yourself together, Pokey and I are going to go into town and find out
Pokey.
if anyone's seen Korra.
Good name.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
You can hold the picture of Korra I drew.
I didn't know you could draw.
That is an awesome drawing.
Yeah, it is.
I thought it was going to be like a stick figure.
Yeah, so did I.
Have you seen this woman?
Well, aren't you an adorable little thing?
I'm not adorable. I'm dangerous.
Dangerously cute with those cheeks.
This never happened. Let's split. Can I trust you?
I guess so.
I'm on a top secret mission to find the Avatar. Have you seen her?
I haven't, sorry. Top secret mission, huh?
It's been pretty dangerous. I've seen something.
What kind of things?
Crazy things. I'm Milo.
Milo's got game.
Ooh, Milo found a girlfriend.
Hey, Iki.
Looks like you gotta get back to your mission. Good luck, Milo.
No, he's going to keep it forever.
Thanks a lot, Iki. You drove away the love of my life.
That's
A little dramatic, I know.
big leap from hello to love of my life.
Oh, hey, she's got a picture of Korra.
Korra! Where?
Oh, that's right.
She came by here about 6 months ago.
Looks like someone just drummed up a good old-fashioned bead. This is all your fault. You need to start pulling your weight. That goes for you too, so-called leader.
Dude.
Remember when he used to be so nice and sweet?
No?
Yeah.
What's the plan for today?
You're looking at it.
We didn't do anything yesterday or the day before that.
Not going to do nothing
I
until
know.
you get that
Tell me the
metal out
story
of your
about how you taught Aang to
body.
earthbend.
What's there to tell? I threw some rocks at the Avatar. He got all whiny and Sokka fell in a hole.
I thought there'd be...
Great recap.
What about the time you guys took down the Fire Lord? That must have been epic.
Oh, yeah. It was hot. I was on a blimp, and I think a giant turtle showed up.
Okay, you're terrible at telling stories.
You're terrible at listening to them.
She got you there.
If you're so antsy to do something, why don't you go and collect some mushrooms for dinner?
You got it.
Oh, and make sure you get the big slimy ones. They're the tastiest.
Mushrooms. Gross.
Agreed.
Where's all the food Mom gave us?
I threw it in the river.
You did what? That food was supposed to last us 2 weeks.
Hey, keep it down.
Milo threw away all our food.
We hunt for our meals.
Milo, we're vegetarians. We don't hunt.
Pokey and I will go find some grub.
Great artist, but other than that, he's just a handful.
Mm-hmm.
Probably shouldn't have been gone on this mission.
I can't believe we threw away the food.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't see you there.
Oh. No, thank you.
Rough landing.
Does this mean we're friends?
You're trespassing. Hold it right there.
Uh-oh. Oh, the tail of the little sugar glider.
All right, little airbender. Are you spying?
I've been traveling with my brother and sister. It's our first big mission and my dad Tenzin is counting on us. But if we don't find the Avatar, he's gonna be really disappointed.
This girl is Tenzin's kid, and she's looking for the Avatar. Do you know what that means? No, but try this macaroon. If we capture these 3 airbender kids and bring them to Kuvira, I bet we get a big-time promotion. You mean we'd get out of this dump? It looks like we got off on the wrong foot. You're out here with your brother and sister.
Where are they? Exactly.
Maybe we could sit everybody down and have a nice plate of macaroons.
Where did you get those?
I found a whole sack of food down by the river. And with each delicious snack comes a lovely handwritten note. This one says, "You're my handsome little man." That is so touching.
Where are your brother and sister?
I don't want to see them. I'd rather hang out here with you guys. Hit me with one of those macaroons.
Toph didn't send you just to get mushrooms.
Nope.
Oh, come on. Yeah, you've been through a lot. You always bounce back. Ate too many berries that you shouldn't have. Poison berries.
I hope you're hungry because we found some. We found some berries.
Are those the berries that Iroh ate?
Looks like you got some bad berries. So much for living off the land.
They're fine. I just
still
ate
eating
too
it.
many of them because they're so delicious.
Ugh.
Did you run into Iki while you were picking your poisonous berries?
Did she run off or something?
I think so.
Where is everybody else?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, he's just upset because Kuvira's taking all the troops to Zaofu and we had to stay here.
And you know there's going to be a huge party afterwards.
I know exactly what you're going through.
You do?
My brother and sister are always leaving me out of fun stuff. We're supposed to be looking for the Avatar together.
Maybe we can help you out.
There you go.
Where have you looked for it?
Reminds me of Aang when Aang was a prisoner.
Well, that's the swamp. No one goes there.
Don't get discouraged, Iki. You're a valuable member of the team and you have a big heart. I know you're gonna find her. Now let's get you out of those ropes.
No, she was doing so great!
Why did you do that? I had everything under control. I just found our food, and I have an idea where Korra is.
You do? Then let's get going.
Hold on.
Aww.
Sorry my brother and sister knocked you out. Nice chatting with you.
Oh, she got a little pet now. Nice.
There you are. You got my dinner yet?
No, this swamp, it did crazy things to my mind. I had visions of all the times my enemies hurt me.
Yeah, I figured something like that might happen.
What? You wanted me to see those visions?
I know you want to get better. And so does the swamp. It'll teach you what you need to learn, if you're open to listening.
Okay, Swamp, I'm all ears.
You said you saw your past enemies. Now, why do you think that is?
Because they've made me and a lot of other people suffer.
Sounds like you're carrying around your former enemies. What did Amon want? Equality for all. Unalak? He brought back the spirits. And Zahir believed in freedom. The problem was those guys were totally out of balance, and they took the...
To the extreme.
You can't expect to deal with future enemies if you're still fighting the old ones.
How am I supposed to move on?
Boy, you avatars sure need a lot of hand-holding. Get up. We're going to the Banyan Grove tree.
Those soldiers said there weren't any troops here, and I figure if Korra's not feeling good, she might come to a spiritual place like this to get better.
There is an enormous amount of spiritual activity here, but I don't feel Korra.
Well, that's what we get for listening to Iki.
We just got here. Let's at least look around.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Iki, but I'm with Milo on this.
Oh, poor Iki. Oh, the swamp's like, no, you need to be here. You're staying.
Could have extended its invitation a bit nicer, but this was effective.
I'm telling you, Korra's got to be close.
I still don't sense Korra.
Well, you haven't sensed her the entire time we've been looking for her.
It's because Korra's blocked. You can't sense her spirit. Or like Avatar spirit.
It's beautiful.
Wow.
The roots of your problem is you've been disconnected for too long. Disconnected from the people who love you and disconnected from yourself.
Hey, drop the wisdom, Toph.
There you go.
Korra! I know where Korra is!
I can't believe it! I saw Janora, Iki, and Milo. They're here!
Good. Hopefully they're here to take you home.
First, you gotta get that metal out of you.
Aww.
Oh, we missed you so much, Korra.
I missed you so much, too. How did you find me all the way out here?
Janora sensed your energy.
But we never would have been here if it weren't for Iki.
Yep.
I would have stormed off and found those soldiers if it weren't for Milo.
I was trying to toughen up these ladies. I guess it was a team effort.
I'm so sorry. This is Milo, Janora, and Iki, Aang and Katara's grandchildren.
Your grandpa was a real pain in my butt.
Wait a minute. Cranky, old, blind? You must be tough.
Oh, I like this one.
You need to come home, Korra. Kuvira is taking over the Earth Kingdom.
You have to stop her.
I don't know. I'm not the Avatar I used to be. I can't even go into the Avatar state.
The world needs you back.
Time to get off the sidelines. You're
Let
gonna get
Toph
hurt.
get the medal out of you.
You're gonna get hurt again.
You gotta do this on your own. Close your eyes, clear your mind, and don't freak out like last time. Find the metal. Let it move through your body. Release the fear.
There you go.
Well done, Korra.
Yeah! She's back.
Avatar is back in business.
Yeah, she is.
Hell yeah.
I feel so much lighter. Thank you so much for helping. I'd like to give you a hug now, if that's okay with you.
All right. You earned it. Finally, some peace and quiet.
Aw. Sad. Probably no more Toph then.
We don't know that for sure.
We don't know that for sure. But, I mean, you know, what we got of her, I really enjoyed. And it was great seeing Toph again. And, you know, she hasn't changed a bit.
That's just it. I was going to comment on the fact that, like, it is 100% still the Toph that we know. Like, when we met Zuko, he's kind of, like, older and wiser. And you know what you expect from somebody who's growing up. And Katara was always really warm and maternal. So her change isn't so drastic. But there's still that growth from experience and maturity. Toph is just 100% still Toph. Has not changed today.
Yeah, because when you're already perfect, then why change?
I love how she was like, oh yeah, okay, give me a hug, you've earned it. Like, and then like the one tap behind the back, just yeah.
Yeah, and Milo, great artist. Still really impressed with that. And Iki, as far as like being able to, I don't know, just like, I don't know if it's like read people the right way or like manipulate them is the right thing to say, but just like her people skills, I guess, and like strategy in able to gain their be like, you know, relate to them. I'm just like, oh yeah, I get where you're coming from. And like two, like, oh yeah, you know what? I want to stay here. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. Like, you know, get to know more about them, like ask them questions, get them to open up and get intel that way. Like, so it was just she was very clever.
I feel like Iki is with, and I wouldn't even limit this to people because like she has a sugar glider pet from her interaction with it. I think like Iki is to living mammals, let's say. I don't know if it extends beyond that, but to mammals, what Janora is to spirits. Like, I feel like she's got that same, like Janora's the spirit whisperer, and I feel like Iki's got that, but with people and animals, and she has a great sense of empathy, but she can also employ her empathy for strategy, as we saw with the soldiers.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I'll be honest, up until this episode, like, she was kind of the, for me, I don't know, forgotten sibling that I didn't really know or, you know, too much about. Like, Milo was always kind of like the kooky crazy one, just a wild card, and Janora obviously had a big arc and connected to the spirit world and became, you know, a master airbender. But Iki, like, after seeing this, I'm like, okay, I want to see actually more of Iki now.
I feel like Iki had such middle child syndrome, not necessarily her the character having that, but like in the story for us, she had it because it was very easy to overlook her. She didn't get a lot of the spotlight.
Yeah. Great seeing the lights turn on for Korra.
That was so great. And I like the fact too that when Toph was like, I'm not doing it, you got to do it. Yeah. So even though there was this sense that Korra was more ready, and even though, you know, we could kind of believe that now was the time, Toph was like, yeah, but I gave you a chance. Yep. It's on you. It's not on me. And then I like that Korra still had to struggle. We still had that one more flashback to the fight with Sahir, which again is such a fishbowl bubble taking all the air out of her. It's such a powerful image to see why she is so traumatized by it. So yeah, I liked that even then it wasn't too easy.
No, it makes it it makes it feel more realistic that way. It's never just kind of like, okay, one day you're all right, I'm all better. No, it's just like, it's a process. And even when you do start to, as Korra is now like, kind of back to herself, it's like not like 100%, it's just like a little bit. And then one day, I can't remember what we were watching, but someone like was really summing up like just sort of, I don't know, trauma and I think it was like the death of someone. It's just like, you think about it like all the time, and then it's, you don't know when, but sometimes you just like aren't thinking about it. And then you think about it every morning, and you think about it every day before you go to bed. And then one day you just don't think about it before the morning. And you don't think about it before you go to bed. And then like, little by little, like it's a process.
Yeah. I mean, that is really accurate. Like I know when we lost our dogs a couple years ago,
yeah,
I would think about it all the time. Like they were in every room of the house. They were always there, top of mind. And the absence of them was felt all the time. And we gradually got to a point where it was like, okay, every night before bed, just sort of a little thought about them. And like, sort of a little, I miss you, setting my head up to them. And then it kind of got to the point where I was like, okay, I don't need to say this every day. I kind of want to.
Yeah.
But like, I don't have to. It's not this like sort of nagging lost feel in the back of my mind.
So I think they handled that really well with Korra. And like when something like this happens, like, like a character like goes through like a trauma and like, and really needs to, hits like a low point or whatever, like as far as Korra did, and needs to like rehab and like sort of like get back to her old self. I was kind of dreading it because sometimes it can feel like it can be really drawn out and like really melodramatic and everything. And that's like, I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. It's not kind of why I watched this show. I think they handled it in a way that was very, that was good for the show, true to the show, and good for the character as well.
I also love the moment of when Korra and Jinora connect.
Yeah.
And then like Korra sees them, she gets all teary-eyed and like she's crying because I think she's been so, as Toph said, disconnected.
Yeah.
She's been hurting, and so she's kind of disconnected herself from a lot. And so to finally make that connection, then just feel a little bit of all that pain that she had kind of, I guess, buried the good with. It's like you have to kind of unbury that. So yeah, you're going to feel the pain of the absence and what you've deprived yourself of. But on the other side of that, it's going to be a really good thing.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for watching The Legend of Korra with us. If you would like to see even more of Korra, you can go ahead and check out below. We've got a link to a playlist where you can see all of our Avatar: The Last Airbender and then all of our Legend of Korra reactions. You can also, if you want to see more, you can go ahead and join our YouTube memberships, which will give you early access to all of our reactions. So you can go ahead and jump ahead now to the next episode. Or if you want to, support us even further, you can go ahead and join our Patreon. And that will give you early ad-free access. There are a couple of different tier options you can choose from. But again, that'll give you a chance to jump ahead. And you can see the reactions from both this channel as well as our games channel.
Thanks so much for watching The Legend of Korra with us, but you keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.